So if the examiner prepares a question and they actually brought this thing, if they actually brought this question now, this is going to be, the question would be, if they are actually given you this structure. So the question would be, can you, on this structure, okay, can you circle which unidentifiable, or can you actually circle an ester linkage? Okay, so the ester linkage, how can you identify it from the structure? So how do you identify the structure? I mean, the linkage of an ester is by understanding that an ester has this functional group. Okay, so the core. Now, this core, you can look at this structure, and then we discover that this is formed by this part. Okay, so now this, okay, is actually what we call, so this is what we call an ester. So that is what we call an ester linkage. So as simple as that. Okay. So an ester linkage can be understood by looking at the two atoms of oxygen that is attaching to one atom of carbon. And of course, the bond between the oxygen and this carbon is a double bond. Okay? So that's how you should be able to understand or be able to identify the ester linkage. Now, the other question, if you're in grade 12 again, the other question the examiner could ask you is, what are some of the characteristics, or what are some of the features of esters? Now, this is a general thing, okay? So, if you are buying shampoo, okay, if you are buying ice cream, not because maybe you are going to be satisfied, or maybe, you know what I mean, maybe if you are thirsty, of course, yeah, so ice cream, okay, so those, the sense, okay, the smelling that comes from the ice cream, okay, the smelling that comes from the ice cream is because of this thing called the esters. So they have a smell that is so sweet and very attractive, okay. So in most cases, in most of these foods, or these foods that we buy, they add some of these smells or some of the flavorings. If you're making scones, you add vanilla essence, okay, to the scones in order to attract and in order to display, or rather to send that aroma, to send that smelling, okay, and that is an attractive scent. And that kind of a smelling that attracts you to wanting to actually consume much of the ice cream, that scent is actually coming from the thing called an ester. Okay, so it appears that this is an organic stuff, so it is also mostly found in foods like fruits, apples, bananas, you name it, anything that has got a smell. You're buying yogurt, you're attracted to the smell, okay, to the aroma of the yogurt. Not the yogurt itself, but because of that flavoring that has been added, to the the yogurt. So those are just in general the importance of an ester. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. You can also find me on TikTok, follow me. Find me on YouTube, Radko Academy, follow me. Find me on Facebook, Radko Academy, follow me. So we are here to give you the most principle, the fundamentals of any subject that can help you to, conceptualize anything that you want to learn. So this is your Professor Waramai, and I'll see you in the next video. It's bye-bye, and thank you so much for watching.